know, from the goalie's critical saves, and then you're up 1-0, and Ukko-Pekka stuffs a 2-0. I mean, how big a save is that?
I mean, that's the save that, probably the save of the game that, probably gets them back in it at a critical time. And, big mistake on our part, but our goaltender helped us out. And I think that's the type of save you need that can ignite your team.
What went into the decisions on defense?
Just I want those two guys to raise their standard of play. I need their standard to be a lot higher.
And given what happened in these last 3 games, how much you need the standard raised, but how much would you need almost to jar the room a little? Because that's something they haven't seen around here.
Well, I think we've discussed what is necessary to win hockey games. I've probably been more patient than I've ever been, just trying to figure these guys out. But there's a standard you have to play to, and the standard hasn't been good enough. And other guys have sat. I met with both players today. I discussed what is acceptable and what will work if you're in the lineup. If you're not, I thought the guys that have stepped in have done a good job.
Lindy, there seemed to be more of an intensity for an early November game. And is that a reflection of the opponent and what's happening between with the focus on Buffalo, Ottawa, and Detroit? Is there a new rivalry or an intensity growing between these two, maybe 3 teams?
I remember there used to be an old rivalry between these two. My point with the players is get emotionally involved in the game. Get emotionally involved in the game. We were emotionally involved in the game tonight, right from the start. Our penalty killing did a great job. Our power play got us a couple. Our goaltender made big saves. We had block shots. Again, all the things you're going to need to win a game. Some of the small plays that you don't see, cutting hands off, getting in the way, slowing people down so our D can make better breakout passes. All the small stuff that makes a big deal by the end of the night. I thought we got everything.
Coach, you talked about getting emotionally involved. How can you balance that without losing, focus of the game and what, trying to win?
I just think if you're emotionally involved, it gets you into the game. We've talked about our first periods, about if you want to have a good first period, it's be physical, get to the net, and because the other team is just as fresh as we are, so it's a battle of will. So the way you can get involved is get out there, be physical, win your battles, try to take some of their will away. There's not one thing. I don't think you can go too far.
What was your message after the second period? What do you think about the response, the way that your group played in the third?
No, we made a few puck mistakes. The save that UPL had to make on a puck mistake. So some of our puck mistakes allowed, but all I talked about was we were doing a lot of good things. Let's eliminate some of those puck errors. Let's eliminate where we're putting the puck, because I thought when we made the right decisions, got the puck below the goal line, we set up a lot of good plays. We had a lot of good zone time. They're a good team. They can create some good offense, and I thought they had a few shifts where they had us on the ropes, but we stayed inside, and we didn't give them much from the inside.
The other night you talked about just get a puck to the crease, let it rattle around, let some people rattle around. Is that goals 3 and 4, especially goal 4, where you got a schmozzle going on with Thompson all over the place, Tuck trying to shoot it in off of him? I mean, is that exactly what you're talking about there?
Yeah, dirty goals. I thought, again, in Detroit, we weren't around the net enough. We had some great ozone shifts, but the second opportunity, the third opportunity weren't there because we didn't have enough bodies. I thought that goal with Tomer, laying face down in the crease, and I think Tuck put it in at 2.6 miles an hour that they had up, something like that. He buried that.
I mean, how does this team go about sustaining this now that you've seen them play this way?
I think we've had games where we were really close but didn't score. Like I said this morning, the ability to get the game to 2-0 or 3-1, or even like we did at the start of the third. It takes a lot of stress off the rest of the part of the game. So we got to continue to work on making sure we're putting the puck in the back of the net. I looked at, as soon as we scored, Tuck had the unbelievable opportunity. We missed a wide open net, and I thought, oh no, here we go again. That could have instantly made the game 2-0. I thought the way we came out in the third period really just said, we're going to take a hold of this game. This is our game, and got to give the guys a lot of credit for that.
Thompson's line had a lot of zone time with Bryson and Power today, and Bo got 2 goals.
Who was sorry, who was that?
Thompson's line had a lot of zone time with Power and Bryson today, and then Bo got 2 goals today. How important is establishing 5-man cohesiveness with those defense players?
Well, I think you've seen our defense has kind of changed. So we were set up with those top 2 pairs to try to play with our top offensive lines and see if those 5-man units could create a little bit more zone time and create the opportunities.